Hello, grade 10, Department of Science, Biology, first lesson, the chromosomes and the chromosomal theory. The introduction, part 1. We can classify the cell according to its type of nucleus into two types. First one is prokaryotic and the second one is eukaryotic. The term karyotic means nucleus. For the first one, prokaryotic, pro means primitive nucleus, like present in the bacterial cell. The bacterial cell has primitive nucleus. The second type is eukaryotic. Eu, it means the true nucleus. So this type of cell has true nucleus, like in the plant cell and animal cell. In the genetic, we concern with eukaryotic cell. Now, what is the difference between the genetic material and the genetic traits? In chemical structure, the genetic material consists of deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, which is formed from repeated unit monomer called nucleotide. A double helix or two strands of nucleotide that coiled and form helical structure. It carries the genetic information that pass from generation to another one, which is responsible for the appearance of the genetic character or hereditary character and the organization of all vital activity of cell. The genetic traits. The genetic traits is the specific hereditary traits which appeared in the offspring or from generation to another one. In chemical structure, it is formed from protein. Okay, now we're gonna say the DNA is the genetic material that is coiled and form the chromatin reticulum, which is present in the nucleus of eukaryotic cell. The genetic material appeared in all cell time as chromatin reticulum, coiled structure. During the cell division, it appears as a chromosome structure, like scissor structure. The DNA carry different million genes. The gene is a sequence of nucleotide of DNA molecule that represents a code for a certain protein that is responsible for the appearance of the certain traits. Now, what is the difference between chromosome and chromatid? In all time, the cell has genetic material in the form of the chromatin reticulum. During the cell division, it appears as a chromosome. The chromosome, it is the thread-like body present in cell nuclei, and they represent the genetic material of all living organisms. Chemically consists of nucleic acid DNA. It formed from one chromatid, only one chromatid, with one DNA molecule. During the cell division, it enters to interphase. This phase, which is occurred before starting the cell division process, whatever its type, meiosis or mitosis cell division, at which the cell prepare for division by occurrence of some important biological process and duplicate the genetic material DNA. So the chromatid in the chromosome will be appeared as double chromatid or two chromatid, two sister chromatid. Each one carry DNA molecule. So this chromosome in this phase is carry, each chromosome in this phase is carry two DNA molecule. So the chromosome is duplicate chromatids at the beginning of mitotic or meiotic cell division till the metaphase due to the duplication of the genetic material during cell division. Now, what's meant by daughter chromosome? The daughter chromosome has single chromatid in anaphase and telophase of mitotic and second meiotic cell division. Okay. Now, what's meant by the word chromosome? The chromosome can be divided into two terms. Chromo means colored, some means body. So the word chromosomes means colored or stained body. These chromosomes are in the clearest form under microscope during the metaphase of cell division. So we can say that the genetic material represents in all time of the cell as chromatin reticulum. But during the metaphase, it appears as a chromosome structure. Now, what's meant by chromatin and the chromatin reticulum? The chromatin, it is a macromolecule of conjugated protein formed from histone and non-histone protein with DNA. The DNA uses the histone and non-histone to be coiled around itself and occupy the small area in the nucleus. Now, what's about the homologous chromosome? Homologous chromosome. This type of rearrangement in the cell during the cell division. During the cell division, the chromosome arranged in homologous chromosome paired, where each one has the same gene, the same sequence of gene, the same order of gene, the same number of gene, and the same length